Waiting on viewers here. Let's see. All right. Hula Noia and welcome. This is Maple coming to you live from the comfort of my home. Sorry, I'm just trying to connect here to our Instagram. But anyway, I welcome you here. I hope you've had a wonderful day. It is Monday. And I am back once again. If you've been following me, thank you for being here. If you are catching this live or replay, say hi in the comments. If you're watching me for the first time, I am originally from Fiji, a registered nurse, still working full-time, living here in Fairbanks, Alaska. And this is part of my business, coming here to inspire you and share with you options that that you can do. Or if you're looking to earn online, this is what I have started. And yeah, stay tuned if you're interested to hear more of my story and what it has been like. So for some reason, I will just, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Anyway, drop down in the comments if you are watching for the first time. Yeah. So today is basically, I'm just going to share, why, as it said on our theme here, let me see. Right. Here, wishing versus walking in faith. That's basically what I'll be sharing tonight. Yeah, for some reason I'm not connecting to Instagram, so we'll work it out. That's the thing about the online space, sometimes the connection is not so good, but we're here on Facebook, so I'm glad we are able to do this. Anyway, I welcome you here, and tonight I want to share something that that really it's from my heart. This year is not about wishing, it's about walking. We are already in 2026. Maybe you've been wishing for something and you've been dreaming to make a change or to change your journey, or probably you want to unstuck yourself from where you're at, trying to find ways to look for better options, and you just don't know how. So while I try to fix this, I'm just going to talk my way through here. So, and I like to say that so many of us pray, hope, and, wish for change. But God often waits for us to actually walk in faith, to really take that obedient step and just do it, just even while you're uncomfortable. Many times we think that everything has to be perfect, right? But in fact, it doesn't. So So all we have to do is just walk it. And there was a season. There was a season I kept wishing. There was a season in my life I kept wishing for more time with family, wishing for financial peace, wishing for clarity in my future, and wishing for a stronger retirement plan. But nothing shifted until I actually started walking, until I actually took action. Um, and, taking small, faithful steps, even when I didn't see the whole picture, like I wasn't quite sure how it's going to work out, but I believed that this business had a very um, a business model that definitely works for me while I'm still working full time, a busy mom, grandma, wife, um, that I can work, the business can work for me. Once in the beginning, I realized that I had to really take those small steps and learn those steps in order to establish um, my business and to keep it running. And so, yeah, so I realized that faith. I realized faith isn't passive. We have faith, but faith requires movement. It requires action, and so this is how I see walking in faith looks like. Taking action when it feels uncomfortable. Really, sometimes you just have to come out of that comfort zone to be uncomfortable, um, and only to realize that that you are capable of more, learning new skills even when you're busy, saying yes to growth, uh, and also trusting God with the outcome. We just keep planting, we keep watering, we keep learning, we keep applying, and changes will come, growth will come, results will come, and wishing keeps you in the same place, definitely. If you are just wishing and not taking any action, and it keeps you stuck in the same place 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and in the next 5 years, if you don't do anything about it. So, walking moves you forward, most definitely. It moves you forward, and God doesn't, it doesn't, I can say, bless the hesitation, because when you're hesitant, you don't even try at all. You overthink things, and you never take that step forward. But He blesses obedience and action, because when you take action, doors open. You never know that your breakthrough could be on the other side of that door. All you need to do is walk through it. And so I like to quote here from the Bible in James 2:17, and it says, "Faith without works is dead." And so faith and action, equals results, equals growth, equals fruitfulness. And that means faith requires steps. We need to take those steps, those bold, obedient steps. So here's my story. When I started my online business, I was working night shifts. I didn't have it all figured out. Yeah, I was working night shifts, managing family, praying for direction. But I took one step, and then I took another step, and then another. And now I see how God's timing really aligns when we move. It's never a hype, no shortcuts. You cannot do shortcuts here. I have learned in my working profession, um, in my nursing years, that shortcut um, is unacceptable, because you cannot do shortcuts for when you're caring for patients. And so that I have learned big time. And here in the business, it's the same thing. You cannot do shortcuts, because you need to build step by step in order for you to get to the next one. um, because if you jump steps, it'll affect your business journey in the future. So um, just faith and action, that's all. Just faith and take action. So let me ask you this question here. What are you believing for? What are you believing God for this year? And where might God be asking you to walk instead of wish? So these are the things that you can ponder on, these questions that, really keep you thinking, where you are and where you want to be in the next 5 years. And so, are you waiting or are you moving? Are you waiting or are you moving? So, I will let you answer that personally because you know where you're at and you know where you want to be. And so, again, walking is walking if you're walking if you're choosing action this year. So put down walking if you're choosing action this year. And if you're someone who wants growth, if you're someone who wants more time freedom, if you're someone who wants to build wisely for your future and wants to walk in faith and not in fear, follow this page because I have a lot to share here. Every day is something different, and just be curious and learn more. Ask questions. Reach out if you've been following someone other than myself. Reach out and ask questions. I share real life steps, real life stories, real experiences, and real options because you don't have to stay stuck. You can walk into what God has prepared for you. All you have to do is take that bold, obedient step. And so I thank you for spending time with me tonight. It's a short go live. If this encouraged you, share it with someone who needs it. And remember, this year isn't about wishing. You've been wishing last year, let this year be an action taking year. Bold steps, being uncomfortable, and it's about walking in faith and taking action. So I let you make that decision for yourself. That is all from me tonight. I hope this has nudged you a little bit or has kind of reminded you of why you're holding off, certain what you wanted to do. And just believe in yourself and know that you are capable, and that you are made for more, and you don't have to figure it all by yourself. Be curious to ask, because then only you will know what you are, then only you will know. Because in anything, we have to learn to ask questions, be curious, and do our research. And it's okay. It's okay to be skeptical. It's okay to be curious, but also careful. And so that ends my Go Live for today. I hope this has inspired you. Do share it. Like and share this to someone that you know needs to hear it. So that is all, Vinaka. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, night, whatever time zone you are joining me from. Vinaka Foyaksha, and God bless.